Good morning, folks. We are here on the last day of 2024. Now, 2024 has been a fantastic year for us fight fans. It really, really has. So I thought I'd take today, obviously New Year's Eve, to talk about what I think, who I think are deserving of the awards for the year 2024. Firstly, Fighter of the Year, for me, it's got to be Alexander Usyk. You know, back-to-back victories over Tyson Fury. First man to hold all four versions of the World Heavyweight title simultaneously. I know he's since lost the IBF title. First undisputed heavyweight champion in 25 years. You know, just cemented himself in the history books. So for me, it has to be him. These are all just my opinions, people. These are just my opinions. Disagree? That's fine. Now, Fight of the Year. Now, I had a bit of trouble settling on what I thought the Fight of the Year was. I went with Virgil Ortiz versus Sergey Bohachuk. Just absolute edge of your seat stuff. Absolutely fantastic fight. Both guys gave it their all. I mean, there were so many others. You had Taraji against Canizales, Hrgovic, Dubois. You know, there were so many. You know, I really struggled to settle on this one, but in the end, I went with Virgil Ortiz, Sergey Bohachuk. Now, knockout of the year. Again, there were so many to choose from. I went with Angelo Leo's knockout of Luis Alberto Lopez for the IBF featherweight title. Just devastating left hook. There's that devastating left hook. The fight was over. I mean, there's been so many. You know, a lot of people online I've noticed going for Anthony Joshua's knockout of Francis Ngannou. Again, a very, very devastating knockout. But for me, just for me, it was Angelo Leo's knockout of of Lopez. Picture perfect left hook. Upset of the year, it has to be for me Bruno Saras's surprise knockout victory over Jaime Munguia. You know, bear in mind he was behind, Munguia had dropped him, and Munguia was dominating the guy. And let's be realistic. Not many of us had ever heard of Bruno Saras before this fight. He was brought in as a warm-up opponent just to keep Jaime Munguia busy, and he got caught with that counter right hand off the ropes, and it was all over for him. So yeah, to me that's the upset, because I nearly didn't bother watching the fight because I thought, well, Munguia will probably get this one, but I did watch it, and I'm glad I did, because yeah, it was a real upset. Now, comeback of the year. The Ring Magazine do a comeback section, comeback award of the year. Now, for me, I've gone with Daniel Dubois purely because, now this time last year, yes, he was coming off beating Jarrell Miller, but he'd also been stopped by Alexander Usyk and had been basically accused of being a quitter. You know, a lot of people labelled him a quitter. They said he'd never make it. He didn't have the heart. He didn't have the guts. He didn't have it. And fast forward a year, after the Jarrell Miller performance, he stopped Filip Hrgovic in a fantastic fight. He subsequently got the IBF heavyweight title, and he's just a few months back, knocked out Anthony Joshua. So, and he's near the top of the mountain at heavyweight division. So, for me, he would get the comeback. Round of the year, I went for round 8 in the Virgil Ortiz Sergey Bohachuk fight. And the event of the year, I chose the Beterbiev Bivol light heavyweight unification card. You know, just everything was right. I mean, the main event was fantastic. The top 2 light heavyweights in the world, and the fight was a technical masterpiece. You were on the edge of your seat all the way through it. The promotional videos all the way through were top notch, and the undercard was stacked and very entertaining. So I went with that one. I mean, we were spoilt this year. So much choice this year. Now, the female awards, it's strange. I don't know. I mean, Fighter of the Year, I've gone for Gabriela Fundora. Fight of the Year, women's Fight of the Year, it's got to be Katie Taylor's second fight with Amanda Serrano. Just, again, like their first fight, just absolutely, just fantastic stuff from both of them. Whether you agree with the decision or not, it was close, like the first fight, but you can't deny what a fantastic fight it was. I can't really comment on upset of the year. And knockout of the year again, I couldn't really pick one because they're very few and far between. Now this isn't me being a horrible sexist person. Just in women's boxing, they're a bit few and far between. The devastating ones, eye-catching ones that stick in your memory. Just for me, this is just for me. This is just my opinion, of course. So yeah, I've gone for that. So yeah, I've got Gabriela Fundora is female women fighter of the year, and the fight of the year is Taylor Serrano too. Now, do you agree with me with my picks? I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who don't, which is absolutely fine. This is just my thoughts and views. I was torn with several options in several of those categories because we've been so spoilt this year for good action, for good knockouts, good fights, good matchmaking, decent performances. I mean, I've gone with Usyk for fighter of the year. Some people may go with Arthur Beterbiev, however you say. So I always fuck his name up. It's weird. You know, some people might like Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Some people might like Naoya Inoue. But for me, it has to be Alexander Usyk. Right, that's enough out of me. I hope you all had a good Christmas. I hope you all have a good New Year. I'll probably speak to you soon. Take care, folks. I love all of you that have subscribed to this channel. I never thought I'd even get, up to 205 subscribers now. That's a teardrop in the ocean to a lot of people. But to me, somebody like me, it means a lot that anybody would want to listen to me waffle on about boxing all the time. So thank you ever so much. Take care, folks, and I'll speak to you soon.